It doesn't look like much, pork chop, but that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, square miles. Miles and miles and miles of it. It's 1, 2, 3, about 4 miles wide. Not all the way, but so for me to describe what the heck we're doing, or what they were doing last year for the first split, I can't even figure it out myself because I didn't do it. But there's a way. You see, we're focusing on this area right here. That's the borrow pits. When they built this place, they had to dig up dirt from somewhere to make levees. And that's where they dug, is here. Those are deep holes. And I'm not sure that you can hunt in the borrow pits because of that. I mean, I've talked to the locals, and they seem to think that the borrow pits are on the WMA because the levees, it's all levied up along here on the other side of the borrow pits. And they seem to think that it's staked to the levee. And I don't think so. I think this black line is the boundary. So according to this map, the borrow pits are not on the WMA. They're federal land and you can't hunt them because it's on the refuge. This blind 77, 84, 86, those three are famous and have names, and it's because they're close to the boundary. And 70, yeah, I'm pretty sure this was 77 is called the Lighthouse. Where I hunt is like here, in this little area. What the guys were doing last year, and I'm not sure how, but the boat ramps here, they'd race all the way around to get to these borrow pits because early on the season, the first split, the water's too shallow to get to a lot of places. For instance, I couldn't get to this hole right here. And there's a ditch that leads along that blue dotted line. It's called the P ditch. Once the water goes up, you can navigate your boat through here and get to and then drive through that way. It's a real short little ride. But on opening day, these guys were going all the way up around and then somehow getting down to here. I don't know. I just don't know. I never even tried it. And to follow them around and, figure it out that way it feels weird, so I don't do shit like that. But that's what was going on, and that's where all the ducks were getting killed the first week of duck season last year. And I was over here not killing mallards. Eventually we were killing them in here. That's the Hutton hole. 70's lower stake, 81's middle stake, and 89's upper. Those three, lower, middle, and upper, are fairly well known. But that's where I hunt and what they were doing. And as you can see, the boat ramp is, it doesn't really show it, but it's around in here somewhere. These holes all are real close and easy to get to and close to the refuge boundary. Now, define close to the refuge boundary. I'd say if you're within a quarter mile, you're good. Because the ducks short stop, they They know where the line is pretty well, but not always, especially if it's windy. If we get a south wind, the ducks are coming from the north, and if we get a strong south wind, they'll short stop here. That's the logic, you know, and why I hunt where I hunt. It's getting to where there's a lot less competition. It used to be like crazy stressful to hunt this place. It's not so bad anymore because the ducks aren't going there anymore, and it sucks. In fact, just forget about going here. You know, unless you really, really, really know what the hell you're doing, you're not going to kill ducks. You might manage to kill some wood ducks or this and that, but it's gotten to where it was really hard. When I first started hunting here, it was easy. I was using this boat ramp here. It's called Bodock. And I'd zip down this ditch and hunt that hole, 129. 129 was the shit 12 years ago. I was killing ducks there every day, every day, every day, every day, every day. Every day. It was crazy, and it was just like, I get out there on my Triple C duck call and start whack, 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 whack. Whack, 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 and just call and call and call for like 2 hours until my lips were chapped. Because at that time, there was like 5 or 6 million mallards staying here at the refuge. They'd all fly to Missouri, which is just over here, to eat. And then they fly back in the morning. And there were so many ducks, it was taking 2 or 3.5 hours for them all to fly over. You know, starting at legal shooting time, they'd see them flying over. It's gotten to where the ducks fly earlier and earlier and earlier. There are days where I don't see a duck, but they're there because they all flew over in the dark and went to the refuge before shooting time. That's sick, you know, when you know there's ducks there, but they all flew over early. You could hear their wings and everything in the dark. And there are days like that. I'm sorry, but that's just how it is, you know. It used to be like an automatic thing. If I went to this place, I'd just kill ducks. It's not automatic anymore. Either I was just super lucky when I first started, and there was like tons of ducks here. And it's gradually gotten harder and harder and harder and harder for me to kill mallards. It's sick. It makes me sad, you know. I used to have it pretty easy. It was a lot of fun, and it's gotten to be just, it kicks my ass. But I keep going back for more because, you know, it's just hunting. You have to go 10 times and you'll get that one stellar hunt. Maybe I might have to go 100 times to get that one stellar hunt. But there's a lot of bad, boring, sitting around talking to yourself that goes along with duck hunting. These guys with the TV cameras have edited and made it look like it's exciting. You just go out there and sit down for a few minutes and pow, 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 limits the ducks. It's not like that. It was, but it isn't like that anymore, or at least not here. And if it gets that way, I sure as hell won't say a word if it ever gets good again. I'm just going to keep telling it how it is. This place sucks. Don't even waste your time going there. It's a big bunch of woods. Porkchop says he could kill a goose here, and I'm like, yeah, good luck. Where? Well, I'll point. Right here. That's where you're going to kill your goose, boy. That's it. That's it. This is a big field. It's open. Hundreds of kids show up there, and they walk in and hunt if it's good. Just all of a sudden one day you'll drive by it going up to the boat ramp or whatever. This whole field will be lit up with lights. And that's what you're up against. You can hunt up here too. These are fields as well. This whole area is called Simmons Field. I guess it probably was farmed at one time. I don't know. But it is like a field here. And you could hunt in there. And I've often thought about doing it because that's where you go for if you want to kill multiple species. But that's where you go kill your goose. It's pretty bleak. If you look here, that's right by my camp. I can almost walk to here, and that's where Jamie hunts. Jamie's a federal game warden. He hunts #1. You'll see his Jeep parked right here. If you see the Jeep, that's Jamie. He's a federal game warden. Don't mess with him. Have a great day. God bless you. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.